What is up, everyone? It's another day, another vlog. It's the weekend here in Fayetteville, North Carolina, and I'm going to adjust the Supra's coilovers on the driver's side today. Hopefully that'll get rid of the rubbing issue that I'm having right now. So yeah, I'm gonna go to my friend Luis's house, which is actually about 4 houses down that way, so he can assist me with adjusting the coilovers. You know, he's done it before, I've never done it before, so I hit him up last night and asked for his help. And fortunately, you know, he said yes. Let's get this going. It's the Eclipse. It's RX-7. NSX is over there. This is the issue that I'm having with it right now. So, see that mark? That was rubbing onto this for about 15 miles. I'm about to die. Carbon dioxide. Anyways, so that was rubbing for about 15 miles on here, from here all the way to here. So I just need to adjust coilovers. Hopefully that solves the issue, which I'm pretty sure it will, but it feels good. Alright, who's ready for some rev action? Our neighbors are probably still sleeping, but all right, on my way to Luis's house.
Fully adjustable coilovers. Are they stands? They look like stands.
So the interesting thing about this is we don't have to take off the coilovers. You can actually adjust it because there's room to get to it.
Yeah. We still gotta take the wheels out.
Yeah.
And we'll measure them since we've never been inside underneath this vehicle. So let's get it up in the air and get the wheels off.
Sounds good.
Coilovers are springs.
Okay.
How long they've been riding, you know?
Yeah, so the coilovers are pretty new when I got the car.
Okay, so he said they were pretty new.
Yeah. So I'm so glad I got somebody that knows what they're doing with coilovers, because I don't. What I was going to do was just basically take the wheel off and then adjust it and go on about my day.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's teaching me something new. And actually, this is my friend Luis right here, and I mentioned him before in the last drive in the Supra, and he's actually the one that's driving the 240SX with the S15 front end conversion. The car is built. We'll do a thorough walk around later just to show it off a little bit to you guys.
Doing this shit by steps, man. These fucking lowrider days. Man, it's usually the setup. Just prepping is always what takes so long. I just had it there. Dad gave it to me, and I didn't know what to do with it.
Man, this is probably like the fastest jack stand job ever. Took us like, what, 5 minutes to put it up in the air?
Yeah.
Less than that.
A little slower for my
Yeah.
time, but yeah.
Oh, slower. Look at this guy. What was your job in the Army before?
Well, yeah. No, I was in the infantry.
Oh, yeah, infantry. What? He's smart as shit and he was infantry?
Yeah,
Man.
I know, right? No, 11 Charlie now. I was 11 Charlie, so I had to know math.
All right. But look at how wide that tire is and the wheels itself. Woo.
It took me a while until I graduated to that.
So much better than doing this thing manually.
Our brand, BC Racing.
What's the measurement again? You said 214 millimeters?
Yeah, so I wanted to make sure that the previous owner didn't preload the spring. A lot of times, though, you know, they gotta know what they're doing.
Yeah.
If they're gonna do stuff like that, you know, if they say you're gonna do counterbalance or something. But if they didn't touch them and they didn't mess with them, that's fine. So they both measured, you know, 214 millimeter. I went in depth. I could have gone with inches, but it's just you can, you know, fine tune a lot more that way. So now that's set. And I have a baseline to go. I can measure from the actual top spinner that would be the bottom of the coil, and measure down to get the proper measure. Make sure that
Yeah.
like that. And these have been rolled back here.
Yep, they have been rolled.
Yep. Let me write that down. 121. So okay, so what I'm doing right here is, since now we have a baseline, I measured from the top here. I don't try to, this is plastic, so you can sometimes have wear and tear. So I measure from the actual top, and I come down here. This is a rubber gasket, so I'll measure to this line. So this is 214 millimeters, just to get real close. And then what I do is I use that. Now that's our baseline. You can use this underneath or that. So I just kind of clip it in that. Make sure you ain't got a worn out measuring tape, because this will get worn out, and when you go to measure it, you won't get an accurate reading. I just like to be precise now.
And how long have you done this show, or how many times have you done this?
Adjusting coilovers?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I stopped. I got out the game. I disappeared. I retired. So
That's why he's got all this. Now.
Yeah. But yeah, I just I stopped, man. If you live long enough in Fayetteville, you'll see why. Or Vietnam.
Well, trying to put the city on the map.
Yeah. Well, that's what I mean. That's good. That's
in a
what.
positive way.
That's right. And I mean, I'm. It's good. It just don't get swallowed by other people. You know how this stuff goes.
Oh yeah.
So what I do is I go from here and I'll measure down to here, and I'm actually eyeballing it because I don't want to go off the top of this. You can. I'm going off the top of here. So what I try to do is get a good number. So right here, I'll eyeball across. Sometimes I'll get a fine piece of metal ruler and just measure. So we're at 121. I already measured the other side, and it was 110. So you're off by 10 millimeters. So pretty much on your coilovers, the guy should have included some of these, because they're pretty much scrap metal if they're not, if you kept them. And your BC should have some. I think they're black and they have gold writing. These are Megan Racing. We're gonna see if this works. Same time, I had this one kind of modded, but this is a universal one.
And what exactly is that tool?
Spanner wrenches. They're pretty much for those the blocks to keep your coilovers. Worst scenario, if you can't find anything, get a brass punch, hit it a couple times, and you turn it. It should not be tight. Now, if I had coilovers my buddies bought used, they were seized like bad. So I like to, once I bust them, give them a little lubrication, tighten them back up. But you shouldn't have to over tighten them. But I've also had them after an event where they start getting loose. So that's just proper PMCS the equipment.
And military terminology.
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, I know, right? Proper, we use it in the state now, it's permitted maintenance to PM. They call it PM. Okay, so this one you got lucky. Megan Racings, they do work. So you can, you can use that. I'm just showing, for example, you'll hold this and whatever direction. So we're gonna break free. We're gonna go this way. So pretty much you would lock that in, and then these are good knuckle busters. And then if you don't have these tools, you get a punch and you can just tap that. You should be able to tap it, and as long as this stays lubed up and there's not a lot of this got little rocks, you want to clean them off and then spin them. And you can air them out, clean them off, use a brush, and then put a little lube on them, maybe something like WD-40, and you should be able to pop them and loose them. So if you hadn't do them by hand, the only problem would be is if you're trying to adjust. Sometimes they're seized in here. We're about to find out. If that's the case, sometimes we might have to just pop them off completely. Okay. And then sometimes it'll become an issue because you'll start turning them and then something will break free here, and now you're all paranoid because you might have just messed with your adjustments. 230. We got 11 more to go. Almost, man. Yeah, right there.
So you're measuring 230 from.
All right, so I'm
from
on
here?
this lip, and going down
Got
to
it.
two. I'm sorry, not 230. I'm thinking about this 2 something. It's 130. So
130.
yeah, so you got 100, and then measure down 30, and I try to get just when that line's right there. Fine. So now I'm gonna need this.
So let me just get this straight first. So first we check the spring load, right?
Right, so I just want to make sure that you're supposed to check this before you mount them, and but from the factory or from whoever company you buy it from, they should have them set already, preloaded and tight. But I've had them where they come out the box and this has been screwed and that's been adjusted. So you want to make sure the spring itself, the coils are just sitting in there.
Gotcha. Okay.
And they're not loaded up. So once that's tight, and then like I said, we found out in the rear, we're just going to make sure we tighten that up before we start making adjustments. Okay. And then we're going to use baseline right here underneath that rubber gasket and measure down. That little more stuff in the way, but we can.
God.
I had that shit on tape. It's been awesome.
Oh,
I'm trying to catch her, man.
So look what happened.
I pulled the wrong plug. I was trying to tighten the plug.
So what's going on here is that we found out that the Supra has a slight coolant leak. Not much. Wasn't much, huh?
No, but it was a pinhole, and it's just like, something that's gonna turn into a problem.
Yeah, so he decided that we should just fix it while it's up. Man, this is how you know this guy's in the infantry. So I asked to use the bathroom because I need to take a piss. He led me to here. I literally just pissed there. So, but yeah, infantry, and I'm out here at the soft unit getting treated like I'm a king because, you know, soft, used to soft, we get treated better than everyone else. We do. That was funny. That's probably like the highlight of the day right there.
This is my massive collection of everything from every company I ever bought parts from. I kept the handwritten shit of every part I put on the car, my buddy's car, where they come from the companies.
I need to start doing
stuff.
this.
Yeah, so yeah, that's what I was telling somebody, man. They were talking about spreadsheet. Like every time we got an igniter, we got something, you know, I would just, shit was print out for free online. So we just, I mean, you know, work, you print the shit out. And we, you know, everything from the two-way diff or the Otome two-way diff. I used to have a book also of like everything cut out from like Super Street magazine stuff that we collected. This is all 240 stuff, S14 pinouts. Because I was afraid that if the internet ever crashed, I'd be screwed. So I went on a spree of printing stuff out. And, you know, you can Google a lot of the FSM stuff. I went ahead and printed out a lot of the stuff on 240 because I was like, hey, man, I'm going to be in this game for a while. And, of course, you know, old school books, too, man. Like you said, freaking 300, ZX. Shit like back in the days, you used to have, my dad's got a collection of these things. Now you just, you know, you Google or YouTube everything now.
Yeah, this is amazing. This is like heaven right here.
This saves you a lot of time now, yeah. Oh, you see this? Owner's manual? R7, yeah. You say you're an R7 fan?
Yup. That rotary, man. Yeah. Alright, thanks for showing me this.
Yeah, man.
Dude, that's what's up. Alright, so all four wheels are mounted up. That one's low on air. And this is a legit freaking garage, man. Like, look. For air. I'm gonna put air in the car. But she looks good so far. We're just letting the suspension kind of like settle in. So this is the passenger side. There's a gap there. You can see, but this is the exact fitment that I want. You know, not too much. Hopefully it doesn't rub anymore. But yeah.
Very low.
Very low?
Yeah, like barely 5 PSI.
Holy crap. It was setting me up for the okie doke. Now, probably gonna put the wing back on. Gonna go to Weber's place today and choose a color for the wrap that we're planning on doing on this car within the next couple of weeks or months.
So right now, it's fine. I mean, something you might be used to. You feel like a lot of pedal feel before you give it the get gas?
Yeah, exactly what it feels like.
Might be why that guy kept stalling out every time he took off from the Supra.
Oh, you watched the video, huh?
Yeah. I'm a watcher. I'm one of those silent trolls. I don't say nothing. I just watch.
So, Luis and I just finished working on the Supra. Again, thanks again, man, for all your help and all your stories.
I hope I'm not turning into one of those old crazy kooks. He's got a story for everything.
So yeah, so it was fun being at his house, which is like literally like four houses down. I got lucky with having a guy like this in the neighborhood that I can hopefully come to whenever I want. He's not charging me anything, but I do owe him 3 cases of beer. What's your preference?
Man, as long as it's Heineken, it's good.
Heineken's good? You don't like Corona?
I gotta be in the mood for it.
All right, so Heineken it is then. Yeah. So I'm probably gonna be stopping by later on tonight, knocking on his door with a case, and yeah, check out the Supra. So the fitment is good. It's not rubbing. The only time it rubbed was when I was going up the driveway, but besides that, no, It didn't rub while I was driving. Normally. That's how it looks. So this was the problem earlier. Now it's not there. I like that fitment. Yep. So car looks good. Car looks good from all directions. And as I promised earlier in the video, this is his 1995 240 SX S14 with an S15 front conversion. This car is built. It's built. It's quick. I'll let him open up the engine later so you guys can see it. So that's a new addition to it. That roof spoiler. Running on Enke's RPF1. Let's see the inside. Cool. Carbon fiber door panel. Caged. Cool OEM seats. Smells good. It's got the Puerto Rican flag. It's got 132,000 miles in the dash, but a lot less than that in the build. So the engine is brand spanking new. It's got the volt gauge turbo, oil gauge. That's nice. This is a track built car. But it's nice. It's really nice. It's built for both function and form. No, it's not too much. It's just perfect. It just has the right amount of pounds to it and right amount of style. It's really nice. I hope one day he lets me drive it. But yeah, that's it. This is 240 SX. Who's that?
That's me. And this is just past south on the border. And I got tired of cranking the car and pushing it. It is, you can't tell, but it is hot as hell and humid. And I'm just like, we're coming back from Nope in Atlanta. And we just hit traffic right there. But anyways, so, dude, I'm not
this guy.
Yeah, so Specialist Lambert coming into an operation. And let's just say it was supposed to be an operation that was going to occur all at once. So we had multiple targets to hit, and we're gonna all hit, and we're gonna be all in sync during this operation. So